Top of the day. I want to come to y'all and discuss the real ROI for an independent music artist. Let's roll. So picture this, you're a music artist and an indie artist in 2026, and you want to be like the best. You want to put out the greatest music, and you want to, have success with it. You picture yourself being that way, all right? Well, let's discuss the steps that it will take to get there and the money that you have to spend to get to that point, all right? So first is you got to find some production, because you can't go all the way with a YouTube beat because you don't own it. So you have to own the song, right, first. So that requires you to call a producer like me. You call me, I'm going to say, I produce records and charge about $1,500 per song, all right, for indie artists. So that's $1,500. All right, so then you say you want to go to a real studio, you want to get the footage. All right, so studios on average about $75 to $60 an hour, about 4 hours, 5 hours in the studio, you about like $200-$300. So we already at $1,800 just at the studio and recording the song with the producer. And if you got to get a cameraman, let's say another $100, so we at $1,900, right? Let's say $2,000 already. No promotion. This is just recording the song, buying the beat, and paying the cameraman to get the session. Then you say, hey, Jay Reed, do you know an engineer? I said, yeah, I know a couple engineers. They charge between $250 and $500 to mix a song with the track out. All right. So that's another $250 to $500. We can say, just to be nice about it, let's say $2,300 for mix, production, recording, cameraman. That's it. And then you say, Jay Reed, do you have a guy who can make my cover art? I said, yeah, he charged like $100, $150. So that's $2,450 we done spent on the song already, and we done made one dime. We ain't even put the song out. All right, so then you say, Jay Reed, I'm about to drop the song. I'm excited. I can't wait. Let's drop the song. All right, you drop the song, and then you drop it to your fans and your followers, and then you get 100 likes, right? Maybe. Then you say, Jay Reed, I only have 100 likes on my video after I posted it. How can I get my music out to more people? And then I'm like, well, you can use Facebook ads and Instagram ads on your videos for, promotion. You know what I mean? Or you can go playlist, you know what I mean, which typically gonna cost you some money. So you found a playlist, you paid them about, let's say a cheap playlist, you paid them $100 to get your song out there. They may keep it on for a month. So let's say you do it for 6 months, you spent $100 each month to keep your playlist up there so you can get your monthly listeners up so that labels can potentially see what you're doing, right? So that's $600. So in all, just to promote the song, produce the song, drop the song, you just spent $3,100, right? So let's check this next slide out. So you spent $3,100 and you are nowhere near 1 million streams, right? I know plenty of people who have done this, including myself. I tried it out myself. And this is the payout per million streams from the most popular services in 2026. This was this month. Spotify, $1,300. YouTube, $1,900. Apple Music, $2,400. And Amazon Music, $3,300. So you tell me, how much more money would you have to spend to get 1 million streams, which is on average at least 500,000 people listen to your song twice, right? That is a ton of streams, and we all know how hard it is to fight this algorithm to really get your streaming numbers up. So how does this pay scale make sense to how much money you actually have to spend on each song to market it to get to a level where more than 100 people can see it based off your Instagram follower or your Instagram algorithm? You know what I'm saying? If you were a real business and you had to spend $3,100, your return on investment from one platform would not even be half of your investment. So Let me see in the comments. Tell me how smart it is to invest into something that you only gonna get half back of what you invested in. And in order to keep striving for success, you have to keep investing or paying this $3,100 every time you do a song. Don't even talk about an album. Don't even talk about an album.